Frustration and anger in major cities across the country after another holiday weekend of reckless and devastating gun violence. From Florida to right here in Chicago, the stories are heartbreaking, including the death of a 4-year-old boy who was shot while getting his hair cut. It seems like the same thing over and over again. Monday morning press conferences from police departments calling the violence unacceptable, only to wake up to the same news the next weekend. NewsNation Felicia Bolton joining us live tonight to share the stories of the people and the lives cut short by senseless acts of violence. Felicia.
Marnie, we know the data is shocking, but the violence is much more than a laundry list of stats or numbers. Each single number has a face behind it, a human face, representing a person who, at an instant over the holiday weekend, became a victim. And the ripple effects of this trauma and grief extends to their loved ones. Now their communities are in search for a solution to the nation's gun violence problem. Before the sun came up yesterday morning, Brian Riley, a former Marine sharpshooter, broke into a home and went on a shooting rampage, killing 4 people, including a 3-month-old baby.
Why would you shoot a baby?
An 11-year-old girl is the lone survivor of the attack. She is fighting for her life after being shot several times. One neighbor says he believes Riley knocked on his door first.
God bless that family, all that happened to them. I was thinking about mine. What would have happened if I would have opened that door?
According to a criminal affidavit, Riley confessed to investigators, saying he received messages from God who told him to do it, and that he shot the infant because, quote, "I'm a sick guy." Today, a judge ordered him held without bond.
To find out it was random, and he literally could have just turned one driveway later, and it would have been a different outcome.
In Chicago, more than 50 people shot, including 8 children. One of them, 4-year-old Michael Moultrie Jr.
He was a perfect kid. Like every parent loved him. Every parent would want a kid just like him.
The little boy, shot in the head by a stray bullet on Friday, died over the weekend.
Babies can't sleep in their bedroom without getting shot in the head. Children can't play in bouncy houses with trying to help other children without getting targeted to be shot. What is this, the new norm? This stuff got to stop.
Community activists are angry and impassioned, tirelessly searching for a way to stop these crimes.
And let us sing together.
A group of Chicago grandmothers hope they have the answer. Old-fashioned intervention on an individual basis.
Hey, hallelujah. Amen. It's community. It's just ordinary people coming together, taking care of each other. And the way you stop the violence, we believe, is not by putting people in jail, but by going into their heart.
These women are literally camping outside Chicago public parks.
What I can do. Meeting
with people one-on-one, praying and spreading the message that violence is not the answer. And there's no clear data as to why so much violence happens when people are off work, but we do know this: the stress of the pandemic has proven to be a tipping point for many people. Data reveals that since the start of the pandemic, the purchase of guns and gun violence have both increased to all-time highs in the U.S. Marnie?
Felicia, thank you.